Hello, welcome to Family Movie Night, where we'll be talking about what we watch for Family Movie Night. I'm Mike, and today we will be talking about Babe. Babe is the 1995 movie about a little pig that becomes a sheepdog, which is adorable in a lot of ways. So, overall, the premise of the movie is that a gentle farmer, Arthur Hoggett, wins a piglet Babe at a county fair, narrowly escaping his fate as a Christmas dinner. Babe bonds with motherly border collie Fly and discovers that he too can herd sheep, but will the other animals accept him? This stars James Cromwell as Father Hoggett, Magda Sabansky as Mrs. Hoggett, Christine Cavanaugh as the voice of Babe, Hugo Weaving as the voice of Rex, and Miriam Margolis as Fly. And then a bunch of other random people kind of go in and out of this as well. So basically, the premise of this movie is that Farmer Hoggett wins Babe at a county fair by guessing the weight correctly of this pig, and Babe adjusts to life on the farm by befriending a group of sheepdogs. But the Fly and Rex, they have a bunch of puppies, and they get eventually they all get carted away to other people, and then he just befriends a lot of the other people on the farm and struggles a little bit with what he's supposed to do on the farm. He's the only pig on the farm, and because he pretty much focuses Hoggett focuses on having sheep. So he's the only pig on the farm and deals with such struggles as, pigs are meant to be raised as food for like so for Babe to potentially be somebody who goes against his fate or his destiny in a way. That's the whole premise of this movie about charting the course of your own future and doing what you need to do in order to make yourself happy. So the things that I like about the movie Babe, I think the voice acting in this is fantastic. And I also think the effects are actually really strong in this. For like the animals' mouths are moving up and down, so it actually looks like they're all talking to one another. I also think James Cromwell is pretty great in this too. So overall, I just think that this is just a delightful little story about what it's like for somebody to, or for this pig to figure out their place in the world. So not a whole lot that I didn't like. The middle is a little slow at times. Once you get into that middle act, and when Babe is kind of starting to learn how to herd sheep, it does get a little boring at times. This is kind of a longer movie. It's well, actually, no, it's not. It's only, Jesus, it's only an hour and a half. So okay, yeah, there's that. There's a couple nice moments also with some delightful songs that Farmer Hoggett sings. There's three singing mice that sing as well, so those are also pretty nice. What did I learn from Babe? Just the same thing that kind of just been talking about with it is that hey, there's something about going against your preconceived nature of what you're supposed to do and just being what you want to be. And I think that's just a delightful lesson because he's going against his very nature at this point. And for an animal to do something like this, I think it's really endearing for that. I do think it's hilarious that George Miller did write this, who is, director of Mad Max Fury Road. He apparently did have a lot to do with Babe Pig in the City too. So this is just a very important character to him, I guess. And just the last thing I'll say is that I think Hugo Weaving as a character kind of just proves why his voice performance is really great too. So yeah, overall, this is a strong recommend for me. I've watched this a bunch of times. We watched it in fourth grade once, as just a learning experience. So when Gigi watched it, she wasn't a huge fan of it, but I think if I show this to the youngest one, maybe she'll like it a little bit more. So hopefully we can do that sometime too soon. But that's going to do it for this episode of Family Movie Night. Be sure to like, rate, and subscribe to Anything and Everything SPDM Crew, wherever you get your podcast. Join us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Blue Sky at SPDM Crew. Check out our website at .com. Follow us on Letterboxd at 2452 and follow our list labeled Family Movie Night. Shout out to HiFlyer Creative Studios for making our awesome logo. Greatly appreciate their support. And if you have any marketing, logo, or brain standard needs, contact them at HiFlyerCreative.com. Check out the other shows on our network. We've got a lot of other great content, so please check out the other shows on our network. And if you've got a podcast idea or you're interested in being part of the SPDM crew as a guest or collaborating, email us at spdmcrew@gmail.com. Until next time, happy watching, friends.